Hi everyone, it's Carrie at Your Paper Pantry, and we just started a new group. It's called the Round Robin Group, and basically what it is 5 people in one group. The first person starts out by putting 15 things from their stash or new into one of these priority mailers. Now these are new from the U.S. Postal Service, and I guess I'm finding out that you can only get them online, and they are free, but you just go to USPS.com and order them. I think they come in, you can get 5, 10, or 15 at a time, and I found that when I tried to get more than 15, it actually told me they were sold out. So if you have tried to go and get some, and it said that it might be because you tried to get too many at one time. So 15 is the limit on them at, for each shipment, but they are free, and they're just like a padded mailer that you would get, at Walmart or something like that, but they're priority. So if you get your shipping online on USPS.com, it's $4.95, and that includes the free confirmation. And pretty much you can, as much as you can get in here, there's no weight limit on it, so it's a flat rate. It's a really good way to go. I mean, if you think about it, if you are paying $1 for your bubble mailer already, and then you go to ship it, you're actually saving money doing it this way. So that's a requirement of the swap, at the Round Robin swap at Your Paper Pantry, is that you have a priority mailer, or you purchase priority mail and put it in a bubble mailer, and you have to have confirmation. So basically I'll show you what I've picked. There's a list of items and how many of each one you need to send in the Round Robin group over at Your Paper Pantry. So like I said, it could be new, it could be from your stash, and there's guidelines, like if you're sending brads, there's a certain amount you have to send. If you're sending chipboard cutouts, you have to send a certain amount. So I will show you what I'm actually going to put in. The first thing I'm going to put in is some pattern paper, and for paper you have to have, there has to be at least 6 by 6, and you have to send in 5, and it has to be good quality pattern paper, no cardstock. So this is actually more than 5. This is the whole Cottage Garden Tim Copy stack. So just in case somebody in my group doesn't have it yet, you can never have too much Tim Copy paper. So I'm going to take that and put it into a baggie. Everything needs to go into its own individual baggie in case something spills or gets loose, in the bag. You want to make sure that whatever you have in there is safe from that. And you're also going to add your name on a piece of paper. You can add extra stuff if you want, your YouTube name, whatever. If you have a stamp, that's fine too. Just somewhere in each baggie, your name. So and I'll explain more how the swap works, since I didn't do that yet. So I'm going to put 15 things in this mailer, and then I'm going to send it on to the next person on the list. The next person on the list, when they get it, they're going to take out everything and check it out, and they're going to take out the things that they like or that are their style. And for everything that they take out, they're going to put something from their own stash or new back into it. So say it comes to me, I open it up, I find 5 things that I like and I'm going to keep. So I take those 5 things out, and then I need to replace those 5 things with 5 new things. And then I'm going to package it up and send it on to the third person in the group. So the third person in the group does the same thing. They take out what they like, they replace it with new stuff with their name in baggies into the envelope or into a new envelope, and they send it on to the next person. Well, after it gets to the 5th person in the group, that person takes out what they want, puts in the new stuff, and then sends it on to the first person in the group. So since I'm the first person mailing, I'll be the last person to get it back. So
I hope that makes sense. If there's any questions, there's, you know, a place to ask questions on your paper pantry, or you can ask here and I can answer any questions that you have. You know, there's a lot of explanation to start out with, but I think that once everybody gets the hang of it, it's going to be pretty fun. So I'll show you the 15 things I'm going to put in. I have the Tim coffee paper. I have one of the rules, or one of the items that you can put in is like a partial item, and I wanted to explain that. For instance, I got these, this is actually 2 different sets of Tim coffee adhesive borders, but you get 3 of each one, and I didn't, you know, need 3 of each one, so I took 1 of each one out of, I think this one has some blossom wood and the cool of the cottage garden in it, so there's like 8 pieces in here, and I just kept it in this package so that it would stay safe and not get smashed up. So it's not a full package, but it's, you know, plenty to do, you know, several projects with. And, you know, sometimes you get like 4 or 5 things of the same thing, and, you know, you're not going to use that many. So just like the paper, you get 3 pieces of pattern paper, and, you know, you're only going to use maybe 1 or 2 of each one. So it's a good way to share. So that's the second thing. And the third thing I'm going to put in are these Martha Stewart stamps. I got these at Big Lots, and I couldn't pass it up for $1. I'm not a stamper, but, you know, when I see something for $1 that's good quality, I just can't pass it by. So hopefully this will go to somebody that is more into stamping than I am, because it's pretty cute. It's just not, stamping is just not my thing. So there's the third one. And this next one, these are Karen Foster number stamps, and I put it in this baggie, but they come apart, and you can, you know, put them in whatever number configuration you want. So like if it's a year, you could put like the 1, and it clicks onto the 9, you know, and the 7, 5 or whatever, so it makes like 1975, and they all click together and they space evenly. So I actually got these at a thrift store. There was a big huge box of all different fonts and sizes, so I of course bought them all because they were like 59 cents each. But, you know, it's new and it's cool, so I'm gonna pass some of those on. And then I have flowers, and these are I Am Rose's flowers. I just kind of made a mix of them, but there's the guidelines for flowers on the group area. It's like 5 large, 10 medium, and then 15 of the small ones, or you can send in 3 handmade flowers, and that counts as 1 item. So that